Gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to be joined with you once again, and today I'm going to be talking about the Thai Elite Visa. I received a request to make a video on this a few weeks ago, and throughout that time period, I've been researching other countries in the region, and frankly, the Thai Elite Visa is a program that has absolutely blown me away in how desirable it is and how good it is. Now I fully understand why so many people want to do this program. It's a program that you hear about on the grapevine, but it sort of disappears into the shadows when we talk about citizenship by investment, residency by investment. It's one that everyone knows about, but not a lot of people know the intricate details about, which makes it interesting, because when we go over the information here, we realize that the Thai Elite Visa, it might not be for everyone. If you don't like Thailand, this might not be for you. But if you like Thailand, if you want to live in Thailand, if you like the Thai expat lifestyle, this might be one of the best visas on the planet. Now, this visa program is one for luxury lifestyle, for a luxurious lifestyle. So if you're a fan of that, I don't know who isn't a fan of luxurious lifestyle, then you can definitely see why this one would be good. This is genuinely a live like a king level of a visa, because, you know, citizenship by investment is good. You get another passport in a Caribbean island country like St. Kitts and Nevis. That's fine. I support that absolutely. But you're just getting the passport, right? You're not necessarily going to live like a king in St. Kitts and Nevis. Not a lot of people who do the program in the Caribbean countries even move to the Caribbean countries, whereas with the Thai Elite Visa, you're not only moving there, you have residency rights in the country for a very long time. It can go up to 20 years, which is absolutely incredible. But it's also one where you are going to be living very luxuriously, and again, we'll be going over the details here. Now, one of the first things that did surprise me is that there are levels to this visa. There are different tiers to this visa depending on your personal budget. Now, this is designed for ultra high net worth individuals, of course, but if you're the type of person that maybe looks at a St. Kitts and Nevis option and is concerned about the price increase, or maybe you can't yet afford to buy a passport that costs you in the hundreds of thousands of US dollars, for example, the Thai Elite Visa might be a better plan B, especially if you like traveling in Southeast Asia, if you like living in Thailand, maybe you've been to Thailand before, you want to live there for a longer period of time. It's actually a cheaper option now. Yes, it's not a citizenship by any means, but it's still fairly budget friendly, I'd argue. Now, naturally, you will have to pay for this in Thai baht, but not a lot of people know the exchange rate for that, so I will be saying it in US dollars, and on the screen I will have euros and British pounds on there too, but it is very, very cheap actually when we compare it to other programs around the world. For example, if you want to do the bronze program, which will last you 5 years residency rights in the country, it will cost you approximately 20,000 US dollars for the 5-year residency. Now, 20,000 might look like a lot, but remember, this is for 5 years. So if we divide that by 5 years, it's really not that much. That's 4,000 American a year. Maybe if you have an online job, maybe if you're working in a relatively good paying job, I'm sure many people could afford that one. Not everyone could afford that one. Not everyone would want to do this program, but 4,000 a year to be able to live in a country is really quite a good deal, I'd argue. A lot of countries have this requirement where even if you want to live there for 1 year, you have to prove you have 10,000 in the bank, 10,000 American dollars in the bank. Well, with this Thai visa, there is no income requirements. There are no age requirements. You don't have to be of a certain age to do this. Anyone can do this. It's a very open program, and it will cost you about 20,000 for the bronze basic Thai visa. Now, this doesn't come with many perks. This doesn't come with healthcare checkups. This doesn't come with any points, which we'll be going over later. All the other ones do. This is the very basic one. This is more the budget-friendly one. Now, 20,000 might seem like a lot, but again, if we divide it, and if you are someone that incentivized to do this, maybe you're a digital nomad who is earning a lot of money online, 20,000 really is not a lot of money when we think about it in that term. Now, that is the bronze 5-year program. Now, if you want to do the gold 5-year program, because the gold does provide more benefits, you do get more points with that one, and you do get annual healthcare checkups. That will cost you around 27,000 for the whole 5-year term. Again, not that much, only 7 grand more for the 5 years in total. So again, the bronze programs, so the 5-year bronze and gold programs really are not that bad. The bronze is seen as more the budget-friendly one, whereas the gold program is seen as the one where maybe you just want to do 5 years in Thailand, you want to live like a king relatively in Thailand, you get the points, you get the healthcare checkups, you get all of those perks with it, then that one does seem like the better option to do. Now, if you want to go up to the 10-year Thai Elite Visa, that's going to cost you around 46,000 American dollars for the whole 10-year thing. Again, not that much when we compare it to competitors in this market. It's still a fair price because you're going to have to pay for that in one payment. It's not something where, okay, is there a payment plan with this? Can I do a payment plan with this on PayPal? No, I'm pretty sure you do have to pay the 46,000 upfront. That's just covering the visa costs. There might be other legal fees and other things. You have to do police background checks, all of that, legal fees, everything else. So it's going to cost you a bit more, but the basic rate is 46,000 American for the 10-year visa plan. And again, the 20-year visa plan, this is one that is most popular. This is genuinely a live like a king in Thailand for 20 years. 20 years is a very, very long time. That does go up into the hundreds of thousands of American dollars. That's going to cost you around 150,000 American dollars. So that is a significant price increase. But with that, you do get a lot of other perks, which we'll be talking about later. So in general, the price, and when we compare it to other competitors in the market, is actually priced fairly low when we compare it to other countries out there. It's still fairly high in price, but still, I do believe that if you like the Thai lifestyle, this might be a very, very good option. Now, one of the things with this Thai program that is advertised a lot is that you get healthcare checkups. Well, that's something we have to go over here, because you do get an annual healthcare checkup in Thailand, absolutely, and I imagine one of the highest quality hospitals in the country. It isn't one that you get it all the time. You get one annual healthcare checkup per year with all of the visas apart from the basic bronze 5-year one. With the bronze 5-year one, you don't get healthcare checkups, but with the gold 5-year, with the 10-year, and with the 20-year, and actually with the 15-year as well, you can get a annual healthcare checkup, but you only don't get that one with the basic bronze plan. And now if we move on to the points, well, a lot of people might be asked, okay, you get a certain amount of points when we do this, but what does that actually mean? Well, what can I use these points for that we all talk about? Well, you can use them for different things. For example, if you want to do any of these programs in Thailand, you can use the points for luxurious hotel stays, free airport transfers, health, so spa treatments, dental checkups, extra healthcare checkups like that, wealth in consultations, banking, insurance. Then you can also do leisure stuff. You can become a member of a premium golf club. You can get free movie tickets. So this is really like a perk point sim. So, if you have a certain number of points, maybe you can join a golf club. Maybe you can go to a spa complimentary. So that's how we use the points for. And depending on the program you do get a different set number of points, although it is worth knowing that every year the point number does reset. So let's say you do one of the programs and you have 5 points left over at the end of the year that you didn't use. You don't get 5 extra in the next years. It goes back, it resets to the original number. And the numbers that you get with each program, for example, if you do the bronze basic 5-year plan, unfortunately, the number of points that you'll be getting is 0, nada. You're not getting any points with the bronze basic 5-year plan, but with the other ones, you are getting some. For example, if you do this program in Thailand and you want to do the gold 5-year, you get 20 points per year. The platinum 10-year is 35 points per year. And the reserve elite visa, which I believe is actually invite only as well, you get 120 points per year with the 20-year visa. So the 20-year visa, we can really see, is genuinely a live like a king lifestyle there, because with that amount of points, frankly, I'd be very surprised if you can even spend 120 points per year, even if you are pushing it to the absolute limit. And it does reset every year as well. So if you do the 20-year program here, you get 120 points every year. That's going to add up, and you will genuinely, I believe, be living very well there. Now, one of the interesting things that not a lot of people talk about here, but it's something that I really wish we did speak about more, because this is so helpful when we understand who can qualify for this program or not. Because a lot of programs around the world, whether it's citizenship by investment, elite visas, golden visas, residency by investment, there are a list of nationalities most of the time that are restricted here. And Thailand did used to have this. If you were a citizen of Pakistan, Iran, Syria, a lot of African and Middle Eastern countries as well, you couldn't qualify for this. Thankfully, Thailand has opened up. This is a very open program, and there is only one country in 2025 that is restricted from doing this program, and that is any citizen of North Korea. But frankly, North Koreans can't even leave their country anyway. I don't really get why Thailand would restrict that to us, because the chances are if you're a citizen of North Korea, you're not going to qualify for anything anyway, since they won't allow you to leave the territory. But North Korea is the only country where citizens are banned from doing the Thai elite visa. How many North Koreans were doing it anyway? Probably not a lot. Probably wasn't a high demand for it, honestly. But if you were from a country that was previously restricted, like Pakistan or Nepal, you are no longer restricted. It's a very, very open program. Now, there is another thing worth knowing. This is just my predictions here. There have been recent talks in the news, again, this might be exacerbated, that Thailand is considering, I don't think they will do this personally. I don't think if you are a citizen of this country, you'd have to worry about this. But there have been talks of Thailand potentially banning Israelis from entering the country. If that does happen, I think they'll also be blockaded from doing this 20-year or any of the elite visas. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I really don't think that's going to happen with Thailand and Israel, respectively. But if it does happen, if it were to happen, I'd be very surprised if they would ban them from entering for tourism purposes. but still allow them to do any of these elite visas. So that is something worth knowing if you're an Israeli citizen. But as of currently, if you're an Israeli citizen, if you have an Israeli passport, you don't have to worry about it. It's just something that I think one should take into consideration, since you have been hearing discussions of this on the grapevine. And finally, a question with Thailand, which frankly with a lot of Asian countries is one that can be answered quite easily. Are there any citizenship possibilities here? Well, the answer to that is yes, but it's a pretty black and white yes. Because Thailand, in theory, in principle, does allow, it on paper, people to naturalize in the country, foreigners to become Thai citizens. That's allowed on paper, but in practice is a different story. In practice, a lot of these Asian countries, hell, even Japan and South Korea are some of the more open ones on the scene. They're quite homogenous anyway. They're not fond of allowing foreigners to naturalize in the country, so you can do this visa. But if you want Thai citizenship, it's probably not a citizenship that is going to be very easy for you to get. Now, the Thai passport is actually surprisingly fairly decent. Not the strongest in the world. You don't have access to a lot of Western countries. But if you want to travel around the region of Asia, maybe you want to go to a country like Russia or Turkey, you can do that with a Thai passport. So in regards to that, visa-free travel is actually very good in the eastern part of the world and in the Asian realm. In the European realm, in the North American realm, it's not that good. Latin America is also fairly open. The majority of desirable Latin American countries do have access to. So the Thai passport isn't that bad. There are some cons with it as well. Military service lottery if you're a male looking to naturalize in Thailand, that is an issue. Dual citizenship, though, is allowed even for foreigners naturalizing in the country. You can get Thai citizenship and maintain your other passports too. So it's not that bad. They do allow dual citizenship in principle. It's just in practice, it's not really the most popular country to hand out their passports willy-nilly to anyone who arrives there and lives there for a certain amount of time. That's not really a thing that Thailand or many Southeast Asian countries, frankly, like to do. Let me know what you think of the Thai elite visa. Would you personally do this one? Would you add this to your personal passport and residency portfolio? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you wouldn't do it, let me know what other country you are taking a look at as well. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, as always, eternal victory to the free people.